Yin and walking the scene with you in no flicks from the 90s. So keen, the VHS Club, they're the talk of the town. Breaking it down, spreading nostalgia all around. Moving and grooving to the synth-pop sound. Their insights so fresh, painting pictures profound. From Pulp Fiction to Clueless, they know it all. The genuine love for movies stands tall. Unfolding memories on that VHS screen, talking about classics like you've never seen. Katie with her charm, Matt with that wit. Together they make the VHS Club legit.
Welcome back to the VHS Club. Happy Thursday.
Hello. Hey, buddy.
I know. I was trying to figure out which one would be fun to say, but you killed it. You killed it.
I mean, let's be honest. That catchphrase, many Pauly Shore catchphrases went crazy from this movie. But hey, buddy, like everybody said it, and you still hear it.
It's perfect.
Like people don't even know.
No, people don't even know. And you know what? I was about to say that the VHS copy that we based our graphic on only has Brendan Fraser and Pauly Shore on it, and I was like feeling bad, but I don't really feel bad because it deserved.
Yeah, I mean, Sean Astin should have been there too, but you know,
should he though? Because like, I love Sean Astin, but he
was not the most likable character in this movie. It took him literally until credits rolled to learn, like to have a learning moment.
Yeah, to have a learning moment. Yeah. 100%. Well, I'm really excited that we're finally here because we've been talking about wanting to review Encino Man for probably the last year plus or two. Yeah. So we're here, but obviously in typical VHS Club fashion, this also means that we will need to review like 4 or 5 others because there's a theory. Now, do you want to share the theory before we even jump into the movie? Share the theory.
The crossover?
The crossover theory. Are you ready, VHS fans?
Like all the Brendan Fraser Pauly Shore movies are connected.
Yeah.
And like Link is in other Pauly Shore movies.
Yeah, we need to prove or disprove, but really just
there are many people on the internet who have done that work already, so we can refer you to everybody else.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna do it anyway. So get ready.
But we might watch those movies.
What are the other ones? So that's In the Army
there's
Now.
Son-in-Law.
Yeah. Is it called In the Army Now? In the
I can't remember.
I don't know. Where's Paul when we need him? Well, Josh says that he actually had the chance to watch the movie today, and I didn't get around to doing it before we jumped on, but I will drop Josh's blog post review of this film in the blah 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 as we call them, since Matt is hanging out with us, in the show notes and in the description below if you're hanging out on YouTube. I promise to go back and add that because this movie is actually available in a lot of places, so it was easily accessible for everyone. It was on sale.
The resurgence of the Renaissance of Brendan Fraser. Thank God he's back. We love him. The Renaissance. And also, Pauly Shore has been making a comeback. He's been doing the stand-up circuit recently.
Yeah. Yes.
So
bring them back. Bring them back.
I think what's funny is the Gen Z kids now are coming up with all of these like new words, and as I've heard them called the Napoleon generation because they think they're discovering something for the first time.
That checks.
Yeah, and so they're
Sorry,
coming up
not
with
sorry.
a lot of these. Not at all. We're not coming for you kids. We're just trying to tell you, like, again, as we always say, there's no downward compatibility for pop culture for you guys. It's
Nope.
not your fault.
Nope.
So, like, they're coming up with a lot of Pauly Shoreisms, and people are like, yeah, we know what skibbity is. Like, do you?
Do you? Yeah, exactly.
So it's funny, like, there's a sort of this space for Pauly Shore again, because this language that he invented, because it was all ad lib, is back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let us know if I see a few of you hanging out here with us in the live studio audience. So if you're watching this live, let us know if you've seen Encino Man, and whether or not you liked it, and what your favorite Pauly Shore moments are, because this movie for me is like as much Pauly Shore as it is Brendan Fraser. I love Brendan Fraser. I forgot how much
it's really
I love
just
Pauly
a Pauly Shore movie.
It's really just
a Pauly Shore movie.
Before Ned even explains what this movie is about, not that it's hard, I will say that I forgot how I knew how crazy Pauly Shore's lines were in this, and just how 90s and outrageous he is. I forgot how just lovable this man is in this movie. He is the nicest, most I would let him
most
babysit my kids. I'd let him take care of my dog. He can raise
he's
wise. He's wise. He should be in charge of all of he's the weasel in the positive way. He should be in charge of all of the cavemen that come to life. He can do it. Yeah. He's got it. He's got all of it. I think he should be in charge of everything. But we'll rewind and we'll let Nat talk. I have a backup in case you screw it up, Nat. But I don't think you will. So go for it.
So it's about two high school boys, David and Stoner, who Stoner doesn't care about anything. They're about to graduate. He's just zen with life.
Yeah.
His best friend David is like, I desperately want to be popular before this, the next few weeks of school end. So he's digging a pool in his backyard in LA. Which I'm like the bedrock of it all, but
he's
good luck.
Planner. He's a planner and a doer, David.
Yeah.
If I could say
he's clearly going to be an engineer.
He's got a plan. He's following through against all odds.
Yeah. So he's digging a pool so he can host a super awesome pool party so he could be cool before prom and have a prom date.
Yeah.
And he wants to go to prom with his childhood best friend, who's the super hot popular chick in school. And that's his plan. And as he's digging the pool, he accidentally stumbles across a block of ice, which happens to hold in California.
Sure, in the summer,
that happens to at any time. Is it not summer at some point in California compared to Canada?
True.
So he finds a man from the Jurassic period, or I don't know, an Encino Man.
Yeah.
Frozen in the ground, and he thaws him out because that's a great idea. And the man is still alive.
Yep.
Not a man, but a teenager. So they sign him up for high school, and he becomes instantly popular, and because he's Brendan Fraser and he's gorgeous.
He's too pretty to be a caveman. Even when he's
very
filthy,
pretty.
He's still way too pretty.
Still pretty.
Yeah.
So he becomes, he's also lovable and very genuinely himself because he doesn't understand social constructs because he never lived with them in the prehistoric period he's from. So
yeah,
he becomes popular, and it pulls David sort of up in the high school hierarchy, and yeah, that's basically it. They learn about family and about loss and about friendship and about being true to yourself, because that's what genuinely attracts people to you.
Yeah.
And that's the movie.
So those and I'm so sorry. I should know the name of this creator, but I don't. There's a popular creator on both TikTok and Instagram where she does the watching movies as an adult now and who she's actually into, and it's always the dad or whatever else. I feel like if she has not already done, she should absolutely do both Stoney and Brendan Fraser in this movie, whose name's Link, but not David. She should only do those two.
Actually, the dad in this one is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's
Actually,
really funny.
Like, I will say,
the parents are great.
Right from the very 90s, parents were awesome in real life and were awesome in the movies. Like, I love that. Like, this movie starts with this teenage boy decimating his entire backyard in like a nice part of California, like a neighborhood in California, like a nice house, nice neighborhood. And his parents seem to have just no problem with, like, I assume at some point he walked into the house and was like, I'm going to build an in-ground pool in the backyard. They were like, sure, have fun. Like, there was he's just digging up
Mom,
the yard.
Ahead of the time, working from home on her like dial-up phone.
That was probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. Like, so they find the caveman and they both freak out. They're like literally screaming out loud, and then they run. Yeah, valid. They run back to the window and they're like banging on the window and like screaming at her. She's on the phone and she literally is just like, go away. And then she puts down the blinds and continues talking
to work. And
I was like,
That's so mom real.
This is the kind of mom that I like aspire to be. Is just the like like, no, you need to be like, outside.
I know you found a body in the yard, but deal with it yourself.
Yeah.
You are teenagers.
It's fabulous. And they're not even like, it's better because they're like almost grown ass people. Like they are like, they're about to graduate high school. Like they're the fact that they were that freaked out and like immediately were like, Mom.
I don't know. I think finding a body in the backyard, that was a valid enough reaction. Like I would get a grown up now. Never mind then.
It is it's amazing. And Josh is right here with us. So Josh, we could not possibly agree more. Josh says Stoney is his favorite character in this movie. Normally Sean Astin's character would always be the favorite, but he kind of sucks for most of this movie.
So David, who's played by Sean Astin, who is arguably like the most lovable actor in every movie he's in. And in this one, he's just a self-centered, self-obsessed, basically just a teenager.
Yeah.
To be fair to him, he's just a teenage boy.
In defense of David.
But he does grow. He does grow and he has that learning. He learns that family is more important and when he finally hears what the girl has been telling him the whole fucking movie is, if you just be yourself, maybe I'd give you a chance. And he's like, no, but I want to be popular. And she's like, I hate you. Like,
that's probably my other favorite
and he finally
moment,
gets it, but
which I sent you. My other favorite moment of this entire movie is David gets arrested. So he's like literally in jail and he uses his one phone call to call his like the love of his life hot girl that he and asks her to go to the prom, which I think is supposed to be like that night or the next day. So like I don't even know how he's getting out of jail to do that. And without like a beat, she's just like, no.
Because how many times does she have to tell him? Which honestly was probably 5 or 6 times.
It was probably 5 or 6 times.
Just be yourself.
I know, but it's
and he doesn't.
It's so good. Like she has like enough of a pause to like give him a little bit of hope, and then it's just like no, and then immediately asks if she can go with Link.
Can your best friend Link go with me?
Which obviously that's the choice. Yeah, fair. But it was so like so great. But what I was gonna say is in defense of David is like actually, as you said, just a fairly like regular, like in any other high school, David would just be like, yeah, all right. Like he's like a slightly bitter guy because he like should, but he's got confidence. Like he's doing his best and trying. He's your average.
He's good looking.
He's
just smart.
He's comes from a good family. Like
the popular kids were like, oh, we don't like him because he's smarter than me. Like that was the whole argument.
But he's actually made less than because his best friend is just so awesome. Like
so cool.
in that TikToker whose name I can't remember. Like I feel like the lines that she would say about Stoney would be like respectful to adults, like loves learning, like he's super compassionate to animals and people. Like every single line that he has, that Pauly Shore's character has in this movie, while being bonkers, and I have a few to read to you, crazy 90s lines, but they're all like so pure.
Squeeze the juice.
He's like kind to the I'm gonna call it a depanneur because that's us, but like the corner store people. He's kind to like the 7-Eleven
people.
I think that's a thing here. Yeah, He's kind to like those guys. He's kind to the parents. He's like such a good, like, he's in class like actually trying to learn. He knows the name of like that we can't even remember of like the different eras that this caveman comes from. He's like smart, capable, clever, like funny,
and empathetic.
sensitive. Yeah.
So they go on this field trip to a museum, which immediately as an adult, I'm like, this is a bad idea because the caveman is going to be upset when he sees on display his former life, which the kids don't get. Again, fair, they're teenagers. And like he has a complete like breakdown because he does see everything and he realizes that like he understands that he's not from this time and everything he knows is dead and lost and in a museum. And right away, like as soon as they realize something's wrong with him, Stoner is immediately there. He's like, it's okay, we're your family now. Like, I understand and I get it. And it's like, he says everything right.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
Everything right.
He does.
Like, does this high school kid have a degree in psychology? Like,
I know, he's so good.
How does he know?
Katie's watching with us.
Which heartbreaking scene. It was very good. It was shockingly heartbreaking for this kind of movie.
It really is. Like, for being such a weird movie, like weird nonsense movie, it
or
is
like a
so...
quirky teen movie with a random dance scene in, which we'll get on that later.
Oh, we'll get there. Yeah. Katie says so many lessons learned, and Josh says that Stoney is the opposite of Pauly's character from a Goofy movie, Bobby, which is so true. Like, he's how can Pauly Shore play both like the complete total idiot and then also like this like friendly
wise shaman?
Yeah,
of
like
some kind.
savant. Like he's okay, I got to read a couple of these quotes because they're ridiculous. Nat already said a few of them, but this one that he says to the dad, which is amazing. He says, "If you're edged because I'm wheezing on all your grindage, just chill. Because if I had the whole Brady Bunch thing happening at my pad, I'd go grind over there. So don't tax my gig so hard, core cruster." And translation, if you're upset that I'm eating your food, just relax. If my home was as great as yours, I'd be eating dinner over there. So don't judge me harshly.
Man with a good job.
I just think
grindage is food.
Grindage is great. We already said chill buddy. Wheezing the Juice obviously is the most popular one. I did love the scene in the 7-Eleven for our American friends. Where they're going through and like choosing the different food groups, and then he has the meat group, and then later on the meat group is like his appreciation for beautiful women as they're walking by, and I'm like this is just fabulous. Like he literally has developed his own language. He is J.R.R. Tolkien clever. He's my fave. He's hands down my favorite in this movie.
We do see like throughout the movie they basically keep saying, because Link is learning how to speak English, so he's picking up language from Stoner because he spends an afternoon with him.
One day he's mastered it. He's
one afternoon they go to like Disney or something, and like he speaks like him. And it's just funny how throughout the movie it's mentioned how Stoner's like verbiage and language is like popular and it's catching on, and it really did in real life. Like this movie and other Pauly Shore movies, like it really caught fire and people really referenced it so much.
Yeah. It's kind of, I mean, in a much lesser way, it has the same kind of vibe to it as like a Clueless, where like it is the language of the time, and it was kind of this like weird popular, like colloquialism is not the right word, but in that vein of just like it was its own thing that was very Pauly Shore,
like things
but
were
also very 90s
rude and
yeah.
I mean, I think I had a hat that said rude on it when you flipped up the cap.
Yeah.
It was like so normal. Not the cap, the bill of the cap. Anyways, for our listeners, so they know what I'm talking about.
That's motioning.
I gestured wildly.
Josh is saying the actress who played David's mom in this movie played Zarabeth, Spock's love interest in the Star Trek episode All Our Yesterdays in the 60s. Yeah, the parents are pretty fabulous. And he's also saying that the amusement park was Six Flags Magic Mountain is where they went. I noticed some of the filming locations when they were when he was reading up about the movie on Wikipedia. I know Josh actually does research for his articles, so if you want to get all the research, I'll put it down in the show notes after this is all
we
over.
have people that watch our show live, and tell us.
I know, yeah, we make
when we have no idea what we're talking about. Exactly. So thank you guys.
Thank you for hanging out. I did do a little bit of research. This was Brendan Fraser's first major starring role, and the studio almost didn't cast him because they thought he was too attractive, which yes,
fair.
But I'm glad they
were right about that.
They were right about that because
he played it so well.
He's
like his genuine
likable,
like discovery and joie de vivre, and like when they go to the club and they're dancing and he just wants to dance. Like he hears music and wants to dance, and like almost makes enemies with some probable gang people, but then ends up being friends with them as well. Like it's just, he's just so likable in his innocence and discovery that he played it very, very well.
I'm like honestly trying to think of another actor who just like across the board in literally every role that this man is in, of which there were many. Like I looked up because I was like, how many movies was he actually in? Like a lot, like a lot. And thankfully, as we were saying, there's a whole renaissance happening, so even more these days, which is great. But there's something about him, just honestly, it is who he is as a person, where literally in every single movie, there is just like I don't know, like an earnestness to him, like a sincerity to him. Yeah. I'm also thinking about Blast from the Past, which is another just like ridiculous but adorable movie. And he's again, like you know what it is in some ways, like if I'm looking at some of the movies that he was in at this time, like if you look at this one, Blast from the Past, George of the Jungle, he's playing these like characters that are out of their element, but he like, and these characters have every potential to be like, even at the beginning of this movie, the teacher says, like the Robin Tooney, who I forgot she was in this, raises her hand and is like totally like enamored with
She's like, I'd date him.
Yeah, I'd date him, right? And then the teacher's like, no, they probably would have like, you would not have had a choice. There's no dating. He would have like dragged you off by your hair. And like, so it's like you have kind of this setup of like, this is what a quote unquote caveman is going to be like. And then you get Brendan Fraser, who is just like the polar opposite of all of that. I don't know. He is lovely at these roles, and there is something just really unique about him. There's something about him specifically in these kinds of roles that I think he just nails every single, even if the movie is terrible, he's still so good in it. It's wild. Like I don't know. I'm here for it. I'm here for the whole renaissance. Put him in as many movies as possible. Show me his sons all the time. Like I want to just be.
He recently walked the red carpet with his two sons. I'm like, are they from the Fae realm? Like what is happening? Like one of them literally looks like a Sarah J. Maas character. Yeah, I'm like, what is
some kind of fairy king warrior? Yeah, it's wild.
I'm like, they got the looks, that's for sure. Jeez. Genetics sometimes.
So in contrast, we have, which we've talked about a lot, we've talked about Pauly Shore as Stoney. So this role is so insanely 90s, and Pauly Shore in all these movies is so Pauly Shore and 90s. Can like this version of Pauly Shore actually exist out of these movies? Like I know he's acting now, but like can this character actually exist like in a today movie, even if it's updated language? Like I don't know. Like I
mean, to my point that the Napoleon generation is rediscovering this exact language, I think we could just copy paste.
I know, like I can't think of like someone else who could. I think we could just copy paste as a teenager in the movies. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah,
he could be like the art teacher or something, or like the school guidance counselor, or like
what would happen? Okay, thought Tater Tot. What would happen if we redid this movie with all the same actors just as adults? So like literally they're digging a pool in their backyard, they're adult friends, they're like dads, and then they're digging a pool in their backyard, and they discover him and he's like an adult version of himself, and we could like, I don't know, maybe change the popularity storyline to something else. I think the movie would still do well. Like I think the movie today with all those same actors would still kill it. I think like every single, I don't know, I guess you wouldn't have the parents in it. Maybe you could even bring the parents back. Like I don't know. I think it could work. I really do.
I feel like David would be looking for a promotion at work. you know?
Yeah, it could be David looking for a promotion at work. Yeah, or like maybe he's like
instead of
still
Christmas
single.
vacation, it's like
Yeah.
Encino staycation or something.
Encino staycation. Yeah, he's rented it. I was gonna say he's rented
They're
an
renovating.
Airbnb. He's renovating a house. Yeah,
the backyard. He's renovating their backyard for the summer because he doesn't, his kids want a pool and he wants to be the cool dad. I don't know.
Cool. And then Brendan Fraser comes in and is just like the coolest person ever, and Sean Astin's whole family love him more than that. Still the best movie. It would still, and I love Sean Astin, but it would still be the best movie. Do you think that he found this role hard? Because he was like, at this point, he was famous from the Goonies and a ton, he was,
and many things.
He was the name. Yeah. He was the name in this. And I
don't think so. I think he's very unflappable and that kind of stuff. Fair. And is his family not in the industry before him?
I don't know.
So I feel,
but Paul's
I don't know.
So Paul snuck in the side door. Grab your pencil, Paul. Tell us whether or not.
Is Sean Astin technically a nepo?
Is he nepo? Yeah.
I don't mean it in a negative way because it's Sean Astin.
Scarlett learned the other day that I forget what TV show we were watching, and it was The Summer I Turned Pretty. We were watching for the second time with this kid. She went to watch Summer I Turned Pretty again, and they have a line in it where one of the characters is calling one of the other characters a nepo baby over and over, and she didn't know what that meant, so she asked. So I gave her as best a description as I could, and she thinks that's hilarious. Now, every single thing that she says is some version of nepo baby that makes zero sense. She's like, "You're a strawberry baby," and I was like, "Nope, that doesn't work." Nope. That's not
kids.
It. That's
not
the line. But she's all in. She's all in on this as an insult. She's like, "Yeah, no, we should make fun of them. That's ridiculous." I was like, okay.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
Is David the real villain of this movie? There's not really. I guess there's the boyfriend.
No. It's the 21 Jump Street guy, from the real 21 Jump Street, not the whatever happened with that guy that made those terrible movies. But I'm sorry if you like them.
He's so barely in this though. He has such a small.
I love his level. He's not very in the movie, and he's not even necessary to the plot per se. But his level of commitment to proving that David is a loser is more effort than I would put into basically everything.
Especially because he's not even trying to prove that there's something wrong with
he's
the
not
clear
really
caveman. No one seems to care at all that this guy just randomly appears. They're all oh yeah, there's no, you guys. This man is literally a caveman. It takes him 15 minutes to learn English. And then they somehow manage to convince David's parents, which that line was at least funny. They're like, "No, we have an exchange and you don't remember." And the parents are like, "I guess not. That's fine."
Which was so funny because when they're like, "I think we would remember this." And David's like, "You remember that time you left me in grade 3 after the spelling bee in the parking lot for the whole night?" And then remember the time, and it's his mom is a McAllister.
Yes.
Is she related to the Home Alone family? Because she literally seems to have genuinely forget this kid many significant periods in his life.
She's a working mom. Okay, she's got stuff to do. She can't be worried about the children.
But she was guilted enough that she was like, "No, it's totally valid that I would not remember him telling me this."
They believe it. But even more crazy than that, by the time we actually find out how these guys, we don't even fully find out, but how Link is enrolled at this high school.
We do. They use the dog's registration.
They use the dog, but the dog's veterinary record. And I'm like, guys, I can't even let my kids walk home from school without a signed fingerprinted paperwork with registered by the blah blah blah. They literally just walked in and handed a veterinary paper, and the school was like, "Great, thanks." Not even looking at it.
Proof of vaccination done. He's allowed in the schools. That wouldn't even happen today. All the school wanted was proof of vaccination, and they gave him the dog's one, and they're like, check. Kid's vaccinated, he could join the school.
Oh, perfect.
But yeah, so this 21 Jump Street, he and his hair break into the school in the middle of the night to find his school record, to find out that it's a veterinary record, and they're like, "What does this mean?" Then they break into to David's house. in what, the early evening, because it's before prom started. And he breaks into the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was really funny when he gets in. He gets all tangled up in the hammock. That was pretty funny. Good physical comedy. And then he finds the photos of Link frozen in the block of ice. So then he rushes to prom to be like, here, he's a caveman, which he announces to the whole school.
And no one cares.
Well, because who would believe him? They all laughed in his face, obviously.
Like, I mean, they wouldn't believe him.
Okay,
but like,
if somebody said that in
care.
real life, if somebody's like, hey, this guy that everybody has a crush on who's super popular, like, or anybody, any human being, like, this person was defrosted and still alive and is now part of the student body.
These days it would be a hate crime. They'd be like, why are you being mean to the exchange student from Estonia, you jackass?
It'd be like, okay, psych consult.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank goodness.
So, yeah, nobody believed him.
Josh has looked up the information for us. He says that Sean Astin is the adoptive son of John Astin, who played Gomez Addams in the 1960 Addams
See,
Family
I knew
show.
he was. I knew there was some connection.
And substituted as the Riddler in an episode of Batman because Frank Gorshin wasn't available for some reason. That's awesome. And we have Dan hanging out with us. Dan says, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
And Dan says, hope you're feeling better, Nat. Yeah, it's been...
Yes, thank you.
It's been a Lemony Snicket series of unfortunate events around here. It's been like, the weather has been so hot that it's been giving, not even just hot, like aggressively humid, that we've been having brutal headaches. And then on top of that, it literally was a tornado watch here in New England. Like, it was just like the wind picked up so intensely. I had to bring Gary the Porch Goose in because I was worried he was just going to be gone. And then we had to bring in a whole bunch of stuff. And the wind was like whipping by. I literally texted Nat. I'm like, I don't know. This may or may not.
We had hail. There was hail. Was the hail today or yesterday or both days? We had hail more than once this week. Just because of like tropical storm passing through, like the hurricane, tornado, whatever. I'm just like, okay,
sure, June.
What was that one called? Catherine? I can't remember. Anyways, thanks, Kathy.
Oh, sure, it's Katie's fault. I see what you're getting at. Like, that one was a jerk. Yeah. Oh man.
No, there was a tropical storm recently that made its way up from like Honduras. Like, I know it hit Honduras and then it came up. Anyways, whatever.
Sounds like a Hurricane Nat. I mean, if we're being honest, it doesn't sound like a Katie.
Where's her meteorologist friend? She'll tell you.
I know. What's going on? We're back to Kieran literally was watching Twister when and he was like, oh no, it's coming to life.
It's like, that's a little too prophetic. Turn that off.
Yeah, wait, turn it off.
So speaking of natural disasters, the beginning when there's an earthquake.
Yeah.
And my immediate thought was, thank God I live in a place where earthquakes generally only happen during hockey games. Like, because when Montreal made it to the playoffs, we literally cheering and the honking and the screaming and the stomping and the jumping triggered three seismic events. Technically not earthquakes, but it did trigger 3 notable seismic events. That's the kind of earthquake I'm okay with. Like, I imagine living with that regularly. I don't know. What's your home insurance like?
I don't know. Paul says that there were 10 tornadoes last night. Okay, Paul, you need to stay safe. You're in the wrong part of the country. You need to get out of there. Get out of there.
I think it last week there was 2 there was twin sisters that like ripped through Manitoba and Saskatchewan. And people were like, no. And like people from Saskatchewan were like, never saw this in my life. And like, yes, it's the prairies, but like still it was, anyways, the weather's been crazy, guys. So that's why
but we made it.
Been triggered with migraines and inflammation.
We made it through. We have not gone off the air yet, but if the power goes out and everything just shuts down, you'll know why now. So you were protected against what happened. Well, since Paul has joined, I can give all of the trivia while he's still looking it up, to beat him to it. So Brendan Fraser created much of Link's speech pattern himself. So all of Link's sounds weren't actually scripted, which is not even kind of surprising to me. I like this one. The production had to constantly figure out ways to make Link look frozen while still letting Brendan Fraser breathe. Doesn't acting sound fun, you guys? Doesn't it just sound like the best?
Not always.
Brendan Fraser's had to go through so much nonsense in the movies that he's been in. Like, I know this isn't Mummy level bad because that one was wild, but that does not sound great as far as
Which we thank Brendan Fraser for all of his efforts for the new Mummy movie.
Seriously.
He didn't need to put in all that work, but he did, and we appreciate it either way.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen recent pictures of Brendan Fraser from his mummy training,
he's the best.
You might want to check it out.
He's the best.
But...
I am here for it. I'm here for all of it. It's going to be amazing. I had ChatGPT pull together the most 90s moments of this movie. We can see if it's accurate or not. It
the
claims,
clothes?
Yeah, it has that. So its list in no particular order is rollerblading, flannel, mall culture, MTV slang, Pauly Shore existing, which I think is
that's so true.
ChatGPT, it comes at you. Hairstyles, convenience store hangouts. Okay, so it does call it a convenience store, I guess, or a 7-Eleven hangout. And then just the soundtrack.
7-Eleven is a branch of stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's fair. We don't have them in Quebec, but I know they exist in the US. I've seen that in the movies.
Paul, we're just making fun of you. You can put in whatever trivia you want to put in whatever trivia. You know that we're failing at it without you here.
It's because we missed you, Paul.
Yeah. Josh is, though, keeping up. He's holding his own because he saw this one. He wrote a whole blog post on it. He's as Josh says, we thank Brendan Fraser for his service. We thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
I have to say, I do love the mall hangouts.
The mall hangouts.
Like spending like the high school going to the like team games.
Yeah, that happens.
Which them playing? Were they playing ice hockey but in like streetwear?
Yes.
Is that what I saw?
I think so.
I think so. And I'm like, I don't even understand what this scenario is. Like, is this high school team game? Or is this just a place they're hanging out?
I thought it was like a hangout, but I could totally be wrong. I've been wrong before.
I mean, it could be. I mean, like, but why in California would you be hanging out at a hockey ice rink? Like, an ice hockey rink? I don't know.
I don't have a good answer.
Seems off-brand, to be fair.
It does seem off-brand. I feel like what I would expect from them is like the roller rink. Rollerblading.
Yeah, rollerblading on the boardwalk.
That's a 90s thing.
Going to the beach. I don't know.
Exactly. Oh,
they did not go to the beach.
Dan is reminding me. So Dan says, to think Pauly Shore went from this to Biodome. That's basically his entire peak aside from In the Army. Now, I forgot about Biodome. That's also a fun one. That must also be in the conspiracy theory one because that is Brendan Fraser as well.
In all fairness, there are like screenshots of Brendan Fraser in Pauly Shore's other movies dressed as Link. So there is like that whole theory of them all being part of the same verse is.
Are they friends in real life? I want them to be like
really good
friends in real life. I want them to be like all the other like little actor groups where they like hang out together and are friends. That would make me really happy. If it's not the case, don't tell me. Paul, don't post it if it's not the case. I don't want to know.
I mean, they could have been at the time. I mean, like there was a huge gap in time that we don't know about. But
well, apparently 8 months before the film's release, a naturally mummified body of a man from 3300 BC was found in the Australian Alps and was named Otzi, the Iceman. I like it.
Cool.
Which apparently may have made for this becoming a movie. I have what ChatGPT is affectionately referring to as discussion points, but these were all like questions I had in my head. So it's like nobody questions that he's a caveman, which we talked about. He learns English overnight, which we talked about. No one calls the government, which feels very un-90s. Like they kind of like allude to it at one point.
There was no threat of the government. There was no
ET moment. Yeah, exactly. Where were the FBI people?
I mean, they talked about it. Mm-hmm. David was worried about this. He's like, I don't want them to take him from us. I don't want them to cut him up and do experiments on him.
Yeah.
But the movie didn't need it. It was more lighthearted than that. We didn't need to go like full terror ET moment with this movie.
Yeah. All right. Josh thinks it was a hangout spot for the skating. That they were just skating.
Yeah.
Some malls, I will say, I can't remember what city it was in. I have been to a mall in the States that had a skating rink in it. But I feel like that wouldn't be a California thing. But it's fine. It probably wasn't filmed in California.
Doesn't Edmonton Mall have a Edmonton Mall have
like,
a skating rink?
I bet you the Mall of America has one. Like Edmonton Mall and Mall of America are like the gigantic, huge,
They're
crazy
big.
malls. They're not even
Yeah.
really malls. Those are like, I don't even know, cities. Those are
Small cities.
Indoor cities. Small indoor cities. All right. Well, I shared a bunch of my favorite scenes. Do you have favorite scenes? I feel like you must have favorite scenes.
So prom.
Yeah.
After Jump Street, 21 Jump Street makes this whole like, haha moment, and everybody's like, okay, whatever. And then they break out into a choreographed dance sequence.
Yep. Don't you? Isn't that what your prom was like?
Questions. When did they learn this? Was it part of the curriculum? Like, how do they all know it? And they're all good dancers.
Well, so
was
She's All That had that as well. It had like that epic choreographed
and
dance
it got
scene.
made fun of nonsense.
But no one made fun of it in this one? I don't know. People love this movie.
Yeah, it was not questioned in this one, but I remember when She Saw That came out, everybody's like, okay, Usher, what's going on?
It's because Usher was in the movie. They were like, this is obviously Usher's fault.
He needed to DJ a song. But yeah, so that was really funny. And then at the end, we're suddenly back at, I'm assuming, David's house, and he's having his epic pool party, and he finally is being himself. And he gets the girl.
But there's no way he finished that. Like, he was also trying to like take care of Link, and he somehow finished the pool and landscaped everything. No. No.
And it was like gorgeously landscaped.
Absolutely
and they
not.
had all nice like pool furniture and like,
because even if he was digging it himself, there is no way that 90s parents spent the money for all of the landscaping and the pool furniture and all this stuff. That had to be like someone else's house.
Maybe.
I don't believe it.
And then my other question was, so Link was sad because his partner like didn't come back with him, and he realizes that was one of his big tragic things when he realizes that she's dead, and then she's suddenly there. But where did she come from? Yeah. Whose backyard? Like, where did
other pool construction project in one of the other
and how did she find the same house and like create the same chaos? And also, she's in the bath. How did she figure that out?
She's just smarter than everyone else in that, obviously. She was like, I mean, that's what I would do if I was cold. And like
these two cavemen were very smart. I think one of my favorite moments was when they're having their grindage together, when they're all eating dinner, and Stoner says to the dad, it's like, one day I might be married to your daughter, and the dad just deadpans. He's like, I'm counting down the days. And the daughter, totally non-pulsed either, takes a sip of her milk.
Doesn't care.
It's like the whole family's accepted that they're gonna get married, which is so funny.
That is one thing that I feel like, at least in my household, isn't a thing that I just like miss from not the trying to pawn my daughter off on older men. Not that part, guys. But the idea of like, like family dinner, people like actually sitting around a table. We just like don't do that very often, or if at all. But also like the friends just like staying for dinner, like, or there always being a friend staying for dinner.
Yeah, we did that all the time.
That was like our entire childhood, and that, I mean, maybe it exists in other places, and I just am like terrible at that as a parent. But yeah,
I mean, in all fairness, we were in, like, our houses are in spitting distance of each other when we grew up. True. So like it was easy to be like, oh, Katie's here. It's like my dad is like, just set a plate for your little friend. You know, like,
true story.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the updated information. So Dan is saying that the skating rinks were huge comment. All right, the skating rinks were common in the 90s. And
cool. I mean, they're common here, but I mean, I am in Canada, so, I am in a hockey town.
Existed in Jersey, and Paul has the specifics. So the most notable comment sizes today. The most notable shopping malls in the United States with ice skating rinks include American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and Galleria Dallas in Dallas, Texas, which also is a place you wouldn't expect skating.
Cool. Jersey, I'm like, yeah, they play hockey. That makes sense.
Oh, and the Mall of America also has a rink. Go us.
Yeah.
Go us.
Yeah.
All right.
Great assumption.
No, I'm
your hypothesis is correct.
And Hey to George is hanging out with us. George, have you seen Encino Man? It was apparently supposed to be called California Man, which I think, although could have been the title, is not as good. I don't know. There's something about Encino that I don't know. Sounds better. Just sounds.
It was
better
catchy.
To me. Yeah, it's catchier. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. I'm not wrong in my opinion. Josh is saying that he loves the whole dinner scene. His favorite scene is the prom scene where everyone just laughs as 21 Jump Street when he tries to reveal that Link is a caveman humiliating. The best part about this scene, and I actually backed it up because I wasn't sure if I heard it correctly. So we'll continue to call him 21 Jump Street. Gets up in front of everyone, and I forget what he like originally says, but he's just something like, does everyone want to know like who he really is? And there's like murmuring in the crowd, so it's like blah, blah, blah. And then there's just someone who goes no. And I just thought that was like the best, very subtle, like it's like you almost don't hear it, but it's there, and it was just the best. Like whoever probably randomly
so
called
honest.
That out, whatever extra thought that would be funny, I was there for it. I thank you to that extra for really making my whole night. It was absolutely fabulous. Well, this movie, I'm just going back up for the numbers of it, but it is hilarious because it was released May 22nd, 1992, on a budget of $7 million. It brought in $40 million worldwide. It only ran 88 minutes, which is wild. It's like a incredibly short film. The critics completely hated it, which no one is surprised.
Completely
hated
anything
it.
Pauly Shore was in got decimated by critics. Like what's Siskel and Ear hated Pauly Shore.
I mean, why would they like him? There's no way that they that they were going to like him. Like they were not of his era. They didn't like get his humor. They were never going to like it. But audiences loved this movie. And the second that it hit the VHS, scene and the rental market, it completely took off. So it is although it didn't like tank as far as the numbers went, it definitely is like it fits the definition of a cult classic and is one of those ones that just continues to be beloved. And again, I think in many cases just because of how strange and wonderful Pauly Shore is, and because Brendan Fraser is having this entire
and Sean Astin. I mean, everybody loves Sean Astin.
He's not even on the cover though.
I know, that's kind of rude.
Barely
to be fair.
in this movie.
I mean, he was the most famous
of this movie. Yeah,
he was the most famous of the three actors. He had the most experience. He was the main character, and nobody cared.
Yeah, it apparently.
But even to be fair, like he had his ending where he like finally learned his lesson and finally listened to the girl. Mm-hmm. And got the girl at the end and whatever, big romantic ending. But then there was a second ending where Link gets his girl too.
Yeah.
So like, was he the main character?
Yeah, hard to say. Does it matter?
I think the people who made the movie were pretty aware that these three characters had equal footing as far as who was important to the film.
I know, but you had, and I don't know this information, so someone hanging out with us in the studio audience can answer this one for us. But so Brendan Fraser was brand new. This was his first, and then obviously Sean Astin was
is his first leading character.
Yeah, but his first leading character. How many films had Pauly Shore been in before this? Was this like, so were they both like fairly unknown, and Sean Astin was like the lead, and the characters were just so fabulous that they like carried it? Or
I feel no, Pauly Shore was on something before this, but not movies.
He was like an MTV guy, right? Or he was on like
something like that. He had either an MTV show or was a host, like a VJ.
Were they called VJs there? American Friends?
Yeah, they were.
Okay.
Oh, American Friends. I don't know. They were here.
Well, like
we didn't have MTV in Canada. We had Much Music or Musique Plus.
Musique Plus, yeah. Yep.
Which was two different. We had the French one and the English one. We had two music channels. It was great.
Yeah. Yeah. They were. I have a list of the other fish out of water movies, which we talked. So, Blast from the Past, George of the Jungle, Elf. This is a similar enough vibe to Elf. Crocodile Dundee, I haven't seen in a very long time. Have you?
I saw it when it came out, and I don't even remember
that still
anything
has
about
the
it.
Like fish out of water, I guess, stuff. And then the Beverly Hillbillies. Yeah, that's also a fish out of water one. I'm trying to think what else is like is one of those vibes. I mean, none of those. I do love Elf, but none of those ones are like, I think. I don't know. Elf's probably up there. I would say this one and Elf are probably the top two out of all of those ones. Had you seen Encino Man recently and like up until this week?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it a few times. I watched it during lockdown.
Okay. I'm trying to think the last time I saw it.
I
I've
think
definitely
was
seen
the
it a
last time I saw it.
bunch,
So I
but
saw it in the past like 5 years.
okay. I had not seen it
I
in the
saw
past
that
5
and
years.
Biodome.
I haven't seen Biodome in forever. We should definitely add that one to the
I
upcoming
don't think
list.
I liked it as much when I
No,
rewatched
I
it.
don't think it's funny. I thought this was another one where like I thought this one would be like because it's silly, I thought it would be like slapsticky and inappropriate, and it's just like not. Like it's just like very, very like pure and fun and silly and all the way through. So I was excited by that, and then I was trying to remember whether or not some of those other ones were inappropriate, or if I could just go on a binge watch of Pauly Shore movies. Apparently, Josh is saying that Pauly Shore had been in several movies before this, as well as guest roles on 21 Jump Street, Married with Children, and Bobby's World. I forgot about Bobby's World. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was doing the stand-up comedy circuit as well.
Yeah.
So he was known. He was known, but I don't think this was like, I think this was his biggest feature film.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I have a list of awards for this movie. I think we've answered most of these, and feel free to chime in if you're watching now or if you're catching it later. You can just scream at your TV or your phone. We'll hear you. Just yell really loud. So who's the best character in this movie?
Stoner.
Of
course.
I'm with you on that one.
The weasel.
Yeah, that scene is fabulous.
Okay, the scene in the bar where he's like surrounded by these gang-looking people, and he's like, "Can I sit here?" And they're like, "Only if you have some shots of tequila," they say to this high school kid.
Yeah. And he's like, "No, thank you," because he's the most polite person in the world.
He's so polite. But then he does, and he becomes friends with them, and he's like, "I'm not," and they call him something. He's like, "I'm not that, I'm a weasel." And he does this little weasel sound in their face, and they're like looking at him like they're gonna kill him, and they're like, "Oh," and they're like, now best friends.
Yeah,
because he's a weasel.
Exactly. How can you do
funny.
anything but hang out with him? He's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Josh is at least with us on Stony is the best character. Most funny moment, biggest laugh.
Oh, for me it was when the dad was like, I'm counting down the days for when he's gonna get married.
That one was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Or when everybody's like, "Shut up, you shut up," and the dad's like, "Everybody shut up." Just like in his like his deep voice, just like monotone, "Everybody shut up." Like,
that's here for the dad.
The dad killed it.
Ride or die for the dad. Those were great. He took like a hysterical moment and then just gave the punchline. Like it was good. Those were awesome.
Good comedy.
I was gonna say.
What about you?
Oh, I was gonna say the person that yells out "no" at the very end. That was great. But then also
that was amazing.
Just because I like barely heard it, and then I went back and I was like, "This is everything." But I did also love in that same scene that you were just talking about, where Stoner is talking to the like guys with the tequila, and so later in that scene, that same group, they like make all these threats about like you can't look at the lead guy's woman. And then Brendan Fraser, Link walks up and looks at the woman, and so they're like gonna throw down. And the guys are Spanish, so they say something to him in Spanish. And earlier in the movie, because
they learn in Spanish
because
class.
Link was enrolled in school, he learned the cheese is old and moldy was like he only learned that, and then where is the bathroom? So he says both those lines to him, and they just burst into laughter. And I thought that like again the kind of like sincerity and just like eagerness and like I don't know ridiculousness of this character was really funny in that moment.
Which I noted, like, how is that what learning like language classes in high school are like in real life? Because they're not here. We have to learn at least one or two other languages.
No, we definitely never like had like they had like headphones,
like headsets and like and phrases that you had to repeat. Like we didn't do that. Like we learned like from grammar to like we learned it differently anyways, but we basically learned the foundations.
That's a good point.
I just wonder what language learning is like in other. It made me think of it while watching it. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
It must
like because the way they're doing it in the movie is kind of like Duolingo.
I was gonna say,
I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense now. But
they don't have headphones anymore. They would definitely be doing Duolingo, which you're right is really similar to that. I mean, it must not be though, because I was thinking like in that scene, like I can't think of a single other movie where they're like, because there's other movies where they're learning like languages, and I can't think of a single other movie where they have that. So it must.
No, but it's even just like learning the phrase, because I remember from the Wonder Years when they're learning French.
Yeah,
and it's like voulez-vous du beurre? Would you like some butter?
Yeah.
In like, which I'm like, why were they learning that line? Like,
well, I thought bathroom in Spanish was baño. Like I was like, where's like donde está el baño is what I've learned, and I was like, oh, and that's not what he says in the movie.
But there's probably like a casual and a more polite way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
a fancy washer.
Like the French, it's like voulez-vous du beurre is like the polite way of say like a waiter saying to a patron at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Versus if I'm asking you, est-ce que tu veux du beurre?
Yeah.
Which would be totally different. Yeah. So like that's the casual familial way of saying it. Anyways. Whatever. We don't need to go into Spanish or French
I'm trying
language.
To think, though, like I think
grammar,
repeating it is at least some part of it, but I don't know if that's a thing in class.
Because it wasn't here.
Yeah.
But also we had to learn it basically from preschool up here. So
yeah. Josh is saying that the funniest moment for him was he laughed when the guys easily convinced Dave's parents and sister that Link was a foreign exchange student that they arranged.
Well, the sister was like,
the sister
wasn't having it.
Was not in on it. Yeah,
she's like, no, you've been caught. She was very like from the sister from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where she's like, no, you're going to be in so much trouble, and then like they still get away with it.
Yeah, she was also I'm trying to think what is the one we watched this Girls Just Want to Have Fun, where Shannon Doherty is a little sister. This sister was like close to that, but not quite as playful and fun as Shannon Doherty's character in that one.
Yeah, the sister could have had a bigger part. That would have been fun. Like if she tried to like foil some of their plots or like.
Well, there was supposed to be a sequel. Maybe the sequel would have been the sister
with the cave woman. Like it'll flash back to how we found the cave
like
woman.
Girl Encino Man. We can have a Girl Encino Man, Encino Woman.
That would have been a very 90s thing to do. It's like we had the Karate Kid, and then we had
and then the girl Karate Kid. Yeah,
which I forget what it was called. Starring
I think it was called the
Swank,
Next.
I believe.
I think it was the Next Karate Kid.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
I like that one, but that's just
me. Cute. Yeah,
it's probably the only Hilary Swank movie I like. I'm like not a big fan of her, but I really liked her in that one. Just because that movie, like. I don't know. The Karate Kid series can do no wrong for me. So like all of them are great in my mind. Even the newer ones, I don't mind.
Like karate was so popular, at the time too. Like we were all in karate classes, and it was fun.
Oh my gosh, we're at the point where we have to choose what we want to rate this movie. I only see Josh spouting comments, but there are more than just Josh with us here in the chat. So let us know what you would rate this one. And remember, like, so. If you've never seen this one, you can rate with whether or not we convinced you. You rate with feeling. There's no wrong rating. It's hard. I don't know now. What do you think?
I think I give it. Oh, it's a hard call because I mean it's funny, it's enjoyable, it's nostalgic, it's very 90s.
But it like what's weird about this one is it's like so
like I would want your
kids
of the time. To rate it.
But but also I feel like my kids would love it. Like I feel like they would absolutely like I cannot wait to share it with them. Like they were all busy tonight, but Matt's saying 4. He's going with four taters. I think 4. He might be right.
Like 3 is too little, and I want to say 5 is too much because
there's like Oscar award winners.
Because it's kind of stupid.
And we're like 5 for everything. Yeah.
Can we give Pauly Shore a 5? No, we could.
We can rate it.
Totally good. I think 4 is pretty accurate. I think that's what I'm feeling.
I wish that there was like a category of the Oscar. I wish the Oscars were back.
Not fixed.
Yeah, not
like
fixed.
not a campaign that you can purchase. But
I also wish that there was like Oscars for these kinds of movies where like because I think like Pauly Shore in this movie did a phenomenal.
Isn't there a Rotten
job.
Tomatoes or whatever?
I know, but that feels like a negative. That feels like making fun of those actors. Like it shouldn't be like a Rotten Tomatoes award. It should be like a Pie in the Face award or like I don't know some kind of.
There should be like a teen. Well, the Teen Choice Awards, but you know.
There should be
is that still a thing?
Choosing award show. What is that called? Josh is
pretty sure that's the Teen Choice Awards.
It is.
But is the Teen Choice Awards still a thing? Because you used to vote from it in your magazine and mail in the ballots.
I don't know.
Excluding Quebec and Canada.
Oh my gosh. Josh said that there was a TV sequel called Encino Woman, but the cast from Encino Man wasn't present in it. Yeah, that's not surprising. And it was all adults. Oh my gosh, our 2 ideas have come together. Someone stole our ideas from us in the past. past people stole our future ideas.
Or you read about this and we just forgot.
Maybe
we even saw it.
Wait, are you saying I stole the idea? I didn't steal the idea. It was definitely mine. Paul's going with 3 rocks, or as close as he could get to the Stone Age. Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
Yep, that's pretty awesome.
I think last time we had 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That stands.
I'm gonna slide in. I'm gonna hold to 4. I'm gonna slide that in. Now it looks unbalanced though. I'll put it on that side. There we go. We gotta balance it out. Oh,
I mean, it was fun. It was very 90s. Like, if you want, kind of how Pretty in Pink had like captured this moment of the 80s with the music and the style and the language.
Yep.
This is very the 90s version of that. Which I love also. So Link, they put clothes on him out of David's closet. I'm like, David, you're dressing like, you have a business meeting at 3:30.
And Brendan Fraser will never share clothes. Like, they're never going to share clothes. They're completely different body types, heights, sizes.
That aside. In this movie, they took the clothes out of David's closet. I'm like, why is David dressing like he has a business meeting with an accountant at 3:30 p.m. after school? Yeah. And he has that clothes in his closet. You could have just dressed differently, David.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Josh is saying the Teen Choice Awards ended in 2019. All good things come to
It's not
an
a thing
end.
anymore.
It's the worst. Worst. All right, we need some kind of funny thing to take it. We can't have this be the last thing we say before we leave. We need another fun fact.
Pauly Shore line.
Another Pauly Shore. Oh, wait, I'll go back. Okay, I think we said all of them.
We have more lines.
There was the Hush Please, but that one's not as funny. Oh, there is. The truth is, bro, life's about greasing the do back, buddy, and wheezing on the buff fest, man. There you go. Wise words.
Buff.
I'll never be as good as Pauly Shore at saying the Pauly Shore lines.
Honestly, Buddy was the best.
Yeah, but
because I think that was the one thing that translated that. I think it was to the point where the teachers in school were like, one more kid says it, detention. Yeah. Like, if you say, "What's up, buddy?" or "Hey, buddy," one more time, detention slip. Like, it was to the point it drove them nuts. Yeah.
Don't tax my gig so hardcore, Cruster. That was another one.
Don't tax my gig. I love it.
Well,
have to bring that back.
On that note, we are going to wrap, but we do have the next few ones scheduled, which of course have completely slipped my mind. So we have all kinds of fun stuff coming up in the next little bit. And we did take people's suggestions. So thank you to everyone for sending through all of your incredible suggestions for movies that you hated. My feelings were a little bit hurt because a lot of my favorite movies were on the list of the ones that you don't like.
There were some I was like, that was really good, guys.
So we're definitely doing The Gods Must Be Crazy, which is one of my favorite childhood movies. Yeah. And everyone saw that
last week everybody said they hated it and it was terrible. And Katie was obsessed with it as a kid, so we have to do it. That's
so we're doing that one. We're gonna do that one.
Shit movie we're doing.
Yeah, it's not though, you guys.
In all fairness, I don't remember anything about this movie, and I've probably seen it 100 times with Katie.
So good. I just remember how adorable the little man is, and he speaks in clicks, which is probably like horrifically inappropriate, but he's racist. So cute. He's like whoever that actor was just so cute. I just wanted to put him in my purse, which is probably also horrible, but please.
Were they not pygmies? Were they not pygmy people or something?
We're going to get into it. We can't.
I remember something? Anyways, that's next week's problem.
It's going to go downhill. I think that one's next week. I don't know. The schedule is up on our site, which you can swing on over to at the VHS Club.
We're going to pretend that Wednesdays are Thursdays.
We're going to pretend that there are a lot of
Wednesdays
is Thursday, and we're going to pretend that a Wednesday is Thursday. So we're going to do some pretending. But it's gonna be fine. We're gonna do some rewinding and some fast forwarding. We're gonna watch terrible movies that we love, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
If we pretend we're in Australia, then it would be Thursday.
True. That's what we'll do. We'll be in Australia for a bit, but not doing an Australian movie. We're gonna do other movies. It's gonna be a ride, friends. But it's summer, so we're gonna have a blast doing it.
Oh, now I want to do Muriel's Wedding. Oh, that's a great movie.
And 4 Weddings and a Funeral, also a great movie.
But that's not Australian.
I know, but You just made me think of it, so I'm saying it.
I love how you tangented. At least we said Australia, and I'm like Tony Collette and
I'm like,
Muriel's
now
Wedding.
we're naming movies we like? Okay, here we go. Done and done. Thanks for hanging out with us. As I said earlier, you can find all of our episodes over at the VHSclubpod.com. You can follow and subscribe and like and leave all of your comments over here on YouTube, the VHS Club Pod. And you can listen or watch whenever you please. These episodes drop typically on Fridays or Wednesdays or Thursdays and sometimes Tuesdays. You can find them all of the different places, but we appreciate everyone's support and thank you for hanging out with us. Yes, Josh, we're here to confuse you, but, make you laugh too. So we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Walking the scene with you in no flicks from the 90s. So keen, the VHS